the linear equation. So before we move on to the linear function, we should talk about what a linear equation is. And when I say this, it may sound kind of scary. You know, you don't really know what a linear means. Equation kind of makes sense. But do you know what linear actually means? It means line. So this is the line equation. That's not hard. I know what the means. I know what line means. I know what equation means. It's very easy. So this is what it looks like. Y equals mx plus c. And that's the general equation. But you may be confused what m and c actually are. Well, they're just random numbers. Okay, they're just saying, replace these with numbers, and then you have a line equation. So just to go through some examples. I'm going to ask you, which of these is a linear equation? Y equals 3x plus 5. Y equals 3 on 2x plus 5. Y equals 2x squared plus 3. Y equals 2 on x plus 7. Y equals 6 plus 4x. Y equals 6 on 5 plus 4x. So out of all these, which of these are linear equations? When we look at this, y equals mx plus c. Obviously, that looks exactly the same. It's 3 and 5 is m and c. So that's a tick. Okay? Y equals 3 on 2x plus 5. Okay, so some of you may be scared with fractions, but I'm going to ask you, is 3 on 2 a number? Yes, it's a number. So just like this, m is 3 on 2, x plus 5. So that is also a linear equation. Is this a linear equation? Well, y equals 2x squared plus 3. No, because the key thing is it has a 1 up here. There's an invisible 1. But this is a 2. Okay? So this is not, okay? Because this is not y equals mx plus 3. This is y equals mx squared plus 3. Okay. And is this a linear equation? No, because it's 2 on x. We want something multiplied by x, not divided by x. No. So finally, 6 plus 4x. I've just put the c at the front, but it's exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you add first. So that is a linear equation, and this is a linear equation. Okay, because it doesn't matter if c is a fraction. So the important thing is, don't be scared. You actually know what a linear equation is. It's not too hard, okay? Don't worry about these numbers. It's just y equals mx plus c, and it looks like a straight line. So anytime you see this, you're going to imagine something that looks like this. Okay? Okay, great. Now we're going to go into how to solve these. So I'm going to try and solve these for you. Because it's all good to know how to do it, but we have to solve. Solve for y equals 0. So what does this mean, solve for y equals 0? If we had the same thing, y equals 3x plus 5. Solve for y equals 0 means, hey, y equals 0. Can you solve what x is? Solve for y equals 0. Solve for x. Actually, I shouldn't write like that. Solve for x when y equals 0. So they're telling us what to solve for, and then they're saying what y equals. So y equals 0, and we're trying to figure out x. Solve for x means what is x? So 0 equals 3x plus 5, minus 5 equals 3x. X equals, to take the 3 over, minus 5 on 3. So notice I didn't take the 3 over first, because to take the 3 over, you have to divide everything by 3. Divide this by 3, divide this by 3, it becomes x. Divide this by 3, you get 5 on 3, okay? So you have to take the 5 over first, because it's much easier. Okay, so we'll solve for another one. Y equals 2x plus 7. Then 0 equals 2x plus 7. Minus 7 equals 2x. X equals minus 7 on 2. Pretty easy. You think you can do this? Try one more. Y equals minus 3 plus 4 on 3x. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the key to solving all of this is, what do you want your answer to look like? Basically, we want our answer to look like x equals dot 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 dot. So to do this, we take the 3 over. 0 equals, well, first we sub in the 0. but we have to get rid of the 4 and the 3, we have to get the minus 3, because we want to make it look like that. We want x equals, so all this stuff is in the way. The easiest thing to get out of the way first is the minus 3, so we take that over. 3 equals 4 on 3x. Now, we need to get rid of the 3 and the 4, so we can take this 3 over, and we have to multiply it by 9, equals 4x. And then we need to get the 4 over, so to get rid of this, we divide both sides by 4, or we just take it over. If it's a multiplies, it becomes a divide. You get 9 on 4 equals x. So that's how you solve linear equations. We could do the same thing for x equals 0. So let's do it now. If x equals 0, what does y equal? So we can do it for the same equations. I'm just going to do it here. If x equals 0, then we get y equals 5. Just that number. Because 3 times 0 plus 5. X equals y equals 2 times 0 plus 7. 7. And for over here, if x equals 0, y equals 4 on 3 times 0, 0 minus 3. Minus 3. Very easy. Okay, so that's how you work with linear equations. And we'll move on to the next step soon.